the mad and macabre.
Oh, what monster could have done this?
I'm just gonna bash your brains.
Live or die. Make your choice.
Wake up, little girl.
Playtime's over.
We don't know what death is.
Sliced and diced.
Welcome to the All Guts So Gory podcast. I'm Mike, joined as always by Justin and Charlie, and tonight we're going to go over some current events in the horror world that have us pretty damn excited. And these aren't really too recent things, but stuff that had come out over the last month or so that's really got our juices flowing that we're pretty excited about.
Ew.
Juices?
Yeah, nice and juicy.
Gross.
Juicy news, guys. I mean, you can't have bloody horror without juice, right?
It just sounds so raunchy when you say juice. Blood sounds less raunchy than juice.
Moist?
That sounds even worse.
Moist.
Somehow.
What's worse? Damp or moist?
Damp.
Well, speaking of moist,
Sultry.
Let's kick this off with the news on Aunt Gladys.
Gladys.
We all enjoyed Weapons here on this podcast.
Yeah.
Amy Madigan, she won an Oscar for her portrayal of Aunt Gladys in Weapons, and the news coming out a little while back is that there is going to be a prequel to Weapons called Gladys. We think that's going to be the name. Maybe that's a working title that Zach Cregger has right now, but no more details other than that. So how far back are we going to go with Gladys, since this is going to be a prequel? We know she's a witch from the events of Weapons who rejuvenates through siphoning the life force out of the young to stay young. She is an unknown age. She could be centuries old.
Right.
What do we want to see from Gladys?
She was in quotes Aunt Gladys,
right?
But like they never talked about her before, and it was hinted at that she was not related to them at all.
Well, think you're right. They were kind of vague about. It's like, do you even really remember hanging out with her as a kid or whatever? So here's what I would like to see, and you guys can tell me I'm stupid or whatever you want to do.
You're stupid.
I think I just want to see one more Gladys. I don't want to turn this into a Chucky thing where there's like ton of IP on this. I want to see one more story. Maybe it's the story directly preceding this, because she came to the house weak and drained with cancer, right? So maybe
that was her story to get in the house.
No, she was she needed those kids for that energy, right?
Yeah.
She needed to rebuild her strength. Just people wasn't working. So I want to see, maybe there was some kind of witch battle that forced her out of where she was, and this was her ending with her coming to this house, right?
I agree. It's really weird that there are so many, I really don't like prequels as a rule, because it's like you want to try to backtrack on the story. Like it used to be nothing but sequels, and that was fine, but now it's like we want to do prequels so we can figure out where this character came from, so we can look at the recipe, all that kind of stuff. I really don't need that. But this, it's wide open. It could start 300 years in the past.
Yeah. You could. You're right.
She sucks the life out of people to stay alive, right? Or it could be in the 50s or the 80s. Who knows? And that's the really exciting thing about this, is that it could come from anywhere. We have no idea what this movie is going to be, other than Gladys will eventually show up and try to steal your kids and their life force and fuck your parents up.
Make them stab themselves in the face with a fork.
Yeah. I like in my notes I put, they could go as far back as they want to, but don't go too far back. I don't want this to be set in the 1600s or some shit like that.
Yeah.
I think the way Welcome to Derry did it, the series as a prequel, and they went back like in 27-year chunks back to 1908. Like you don't have to go farther than that, but it still is like kind of fun to be in that time period. So if they're like, hey, she's 180 years old, and we go back to the 1850s or something, that'd be cool. But don't make it that
so you wanted
she's
to go
600
further
years
back.
old.
Basically, don't waste my fucking time. Don't come up with some stupid fucking story where, like, 12 months ago, she really had cancer and this is how she came out of it.
Yeah.
Like, give me something juicy. Something juicy.
Something juicy.
And
all right. So
could okay, go ahead.
No, you're good if you got something.
I was gonna say, could multiple actors be called on to play Gladys? If Amy Madigan reprises the role, would another actress play like the younger more attractive version?
I don't think they need to do that.
As a 20, 25, 30-year-old.
No, I don't think they need to do that. They need, because, you know, like, let's say she's 2,000 years old.
Oh my gosh.
It was at this age where she became evil and started sucking the life out of children. So she could easily play herself.
I see what you're saying.
You know, like, they could just do like less gaudy makeup.
I don't like that de-aging process they tried to do for like the Irishman and stuff, though. I don't think it ever looks great. Do you guys agree?
Amy Madigan's daughter, Lily Harris, is an actor. That'd be kind of cool if you had a mother-daughter thing.
Maybe.
The daughter playing the younger version of her mother.
Call her up. See what she did.
Yeah, call her up. So the only thing that I liked about some prequels would be like the Rogue One situation, where that aha moment at the very end, where you're starting to see it is exactly how episode 4 begins, right? We're seeing, them racing to get away from Darth Vader and the ship or whatever, and this big thing, and then he comes in. So if this new one ends with her basically tucking her tail between her legs and running off to, this town, that would be kind of cool, I think. Like, whatever happened, they could expand the world out this way, meaning there's more witches out there. Maybe they scared her out of her, a new queen of the tribe or whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Basically, we're in unknowable territory.
Yeah.
So that is the best part about the horror genre, is that you don't know what's going to happen. You hear this movie's coming out. It's about, I don't know, alien werewolves, and you don't get a whole lot of information. And you go and watch the movie and you're like, wow, that was crazy. Or that was the worst fucking movie I've ever seen in my life. But this is coming from people that did weapons. I feel like it's going to be worthy.
I think she's kind of nerfed in weapons, right? She had to build her strength, and I don't think at the end she was at full strength. So to show her at her peak power would be kind of cool too, right?
Yeah,
definitely. Which hopefully isn't too far in the past.
Right.
I don't know, guys. I kind of hope
the Ripper and shit.
Right. She's like the one person that survived Jack the Ripper and stole his secrets. Who knows?
I think
that's
we're going to
see the best part. We don't know,
but we trust Zach Cregger, right? And I think he's earned our trust. And when this movie drops, we're going to go see it.
I mean,
for Charlie, that's barbarian
De Palma
weapons. Resident Evil's right around the corner, isn't it?
Should be. That's this year.
Yeah,
that's dropping this year.
The new one this year.
Yeah.
No, not Resident Evil.
Yeah. Zach Cregger's remaking Resident Evil.
And
but Zach Cregger's making Resident Evil.
Yeah.
Evil Dead Rise, Evil Dead
Burn.
That's the one coming out in
All right, what do we got next?
I think. All right, we're sticking with prequels. This bit of news came out a couple of weeks ago that Longlegs 2 is going to be coming along in the future. Charlie, did you get a text or a call from your daughter Emily when this news came out? Who's a super fan?
But she is our contact, right? I mean, she's our in for the Longlegs franchise.
Yeah, merch.
I have not. You're right. I have not gotten any information from her. No, but this has to be a prequel, right? Because we know.
Yeah.
Don't you guys remember? Don't you remember Nick Cage saying that he didn't want to be a part of any kind of prequel?
We discussed that on the pod. Yeah, that we were like, hoping there'd be another one of these. And Nicolas Cage at the time we did the pod that Emily guest starred with us. He had said like he doesn't want to be typecast. He likes to play nicer guys. He doesn't want to be he doesn't want to be a serial killer anymore. And then you guys are like, dude owns 6 castles. And it's like,
right. Not anymore.
if you add enough zeros to that check, he's going to be whatever you tell him to be.
Yeah, that's what he is now. I mean, like, I love Nick Cage, and I mean, never meet your heroes, but that's one guy I would want to meet, and I don't care what he's like. He could like call me like bad names and tell me not to look at him while I'm standing next to him in the urinal. But Nick Cage, he's gone through some stuff. He did a lot of spending. I mean, he's a free spirit type of guy. He got into some financial troubles that, he blames it on his money manager guy, but he's still in that phase where he's making like a bunch of movies and they're just coming out and he's in everything. And then Longlegs came along. He does Longlegs. And I don't know if he's out of that phase yet. Has he done like 3 or 4 movies since Longlegs? Probably.
Yeah. You there?
Oh,
yeah,
I'm here. You put enough zeros. Shit, I'll play Longlegs.
I mean, here's the thing. I want to see young Nicolas Cage have to make that deal with the devil, and then I want to see the first 9 kills or whatever before he runs into Harker.
Right, yeah. and the thing is, we don't really. Again, I'll say it again. Like we don't really know what it's gonna be, and it could literally be like him cameoing parts when he's older, jumping back to a younger actor when he's young, and it could be dark and spooky and just like a totally different type of movie. I don't know. That's the best part.
We're going to learn his backstory. I mean, his backstory, is it like failed rock star?
Because that's the way he dresses.
Kind of, yeah.
It's the way he dresses. There's all the music posters on the wall in the basement when he's living at the Harker's house.
That was Osgood Perkins' inspiration for his design. Yeah.
So maybe we'll see some of that. I definitely want to see some of the first few kills and how he becomes the guy that writes the ciphers and how he eludes the police and keeps them guessing. We may get a couple new sets of detectives because I think in the original movie they mentioned that there was 8 murders over a span of 30 years, 20, 32
it was a long
years,
time.
8
murders.
How
many murders? Yeah,
or 30 murders over 8. It was a lot, but it was over like 30 years, and they still haven't caught this guy. And they're trying to figure out how they all align. So,
and that's where Harker
comes in.
They only caught him now because it was part of the devil's plan, right? It was all
something like that, yeah.
As long as it's not like a CGI'd young Nick Cage. I mean, as long as they don't CGI it. Let's do some good old fashioned acting.
Part of that is Neon Pictures did Longlegs, which is an indie film studio.
Yeah,
they know what they're doing. They had like 4 movies nominated for Best Picture this past year. But this sequel or prequel, Longlegs 2, it's going to be made by Paramount Pictures. So it's going to be bigger budget, more money thrown at it.
More, you know what that means? Some more hands in the pot.
Yeah, exactly. It's not going to be just Osgood Perkins' vision. It's going to be him and maybe some other producers or studio heads with their vision in it. And yeah, maybe that's the money to make the budget to make bigger set pieces could be great. But the too many hands in the pot
comes with strings. It comes with people saying you got to cut this
strings,
or you lose half your budget, right?
Yeah.
Hear me out here. What if Nick Cage is a twin of the character? What if they just totally embrace like the adaptation? Remember that movie or adaptation where Nick Cage had the twin?
You're just going crazy now.
I know, but if you do it right, I'm there for it. If he's like the good brother of him or something like that, and he's trying to figure out what happened.
What was that movie, like Double Take or something with Dennis Rodman?
John Claude. Yeah. Hey, so many opportunities here. Paramount won't do too weird though.
No,
they're gonna have Tom Cruise come in for some reason.
No,
serious.
All right, let's get to the important. Let's get to the important one. What do we got next?
The next one I got on my list is Bloody Disgusting told us that Chucky is going to be returning to the big screen. This was also news that came out a couple of weeks ago. Don Mancini is returning to direct the next installment of the Chucky franchise. He has written every installment except for the remake, which was terrible and did not need to be made at all. The reboot of the original, which they were called Buddy Dolls and not even Good Guys. And yeah, Don Mancini is also including the writing credits on all of them, has directed Seed, Curse, Cult of Chucky, was the creator of the TV series that ran for 3 seasons. He also directed 2 of those episodes and wrote 8 of them. The TV series was really critically acclaimed. The Rotten Tomatoes ratings on it were like 89, 93, and 100%.
I never saw seasons.
It. So it was like a welcome to Dare kind of thing.
No, really? Not. It didn't go back in time. It was.
I'm just saying, as far as like how well it was received.
Yeah, really well received, but the audiences just didn't tune in, and the writer's strike had probably a part of that. When that happened, that kind of put some things on hold. So like the 3rd season was like 4 episodes, then like a 3-month break, and then 4 more episodes to finish it out. And I'm surprised it got such high critical ratings because it goes off the rails. Like he takes over the White House. He takes over the White House.
He takes over the White House.
Like it's a little ridiculous. But
too bad we don't review horror series.
Yeah, but
so did you? When you heard this was coming out, did you go?
I mean, I was excited for it. I'm like, any of these big franchises, I'm like, yeah, let's see it. Yeah, especially when they have the original creators on board. Like, I think like Terminator is my favorite franchise, non-horror, and even everyone that comes out, I go to see it. But even the ones that were like Genesis, I'm like, I'm going to go see it. This is probably not going to be good, and it wasn't good. Dark Fate, they brought back Linda Hamilton. I'm like, okay. James Cameron had a producer credit on it. So I'm like, okay, I'm really excited for it. And it was a solid like number 3 of the entire franchise, but still not great. Like still they just are like, this is inevitable. It almost tells the same story. They replaced John Connor with a female version. They replaced this character with a different version. They replace there's an updated killing machine that has different abilities, and it's just kind of like, okay, like, are we just going to keep rehashing this, but just with different words each time? And now they're talking about Terminator 7, which won't have Arnold in it, but will have James Cameron back in the director's chair if he steps aside from his Avatar, whatever he's doing with Avatar, making 5 more of those apparently too. But like that's got to get me excited. If James Cameron really comes back to direct another Terminator movie, I'm going to be super excited about it. And it may not be good, but anyway, long story short, when you have the original people coming in and saying we're going to bring this back, it gets me a little more hyped up than if it's just like a super fan director being like, hey, I want to remake this or whatever.
But if it's at some point, like I understand what you're saying, and I hope it works out really well. And if it gets like any medium type of like, oh, this is okay. It was okay. It was good, or was it great? It was whatever. I'll go see it. But at some point, and I can't remember the point I was going to make. But but I mean, it's like I would want to see this. Like if this has got the original people making the movie, hopefully they haven't been tainted by Hollywood too much to where they can remember. Oh, so it's like albums. Like I don't want to hear another new Rolling Stone album because I know it's not the Rolling Stones of the 60s or even the 70s or even the 80s.
Yeah.
So like, do they still have that in them, or are they just gonna, replay some song that they did?
Yeah. When you go see like a classic rock band in concert, and they're like, here's one off our new album. It's like,
I don't want to hear that shit. Right. Exactly. Well, let's go check out the merch.
Yeah. Unfortunately. Yeah.
Yeah.
Justin, your thoughts on Chucky?
I'm not a humongous Chucky guy. So I will probably, I don't even know if, what was that? You mentioned that. What was the one where he looked really shitty? Was that the one you were saying that's just called Good Guys or something?
That's the one.
What is that thing?
Child's Play, but it's the reboot of the 1987-88 one from of the original, where Mark Hamill was the voice of Chucky, Aubrey Plaza was the It's the same story, but it was called like a buddy doll. They didn't even use good guy doll. And then
who says that's a good idea?
They had some bigger set pieces in like a toy store where, he goes crazy and like other toys come online and stuff. It's bad.
I've seen the first one, the second one for sure. Third one's the military one, right?
Yep.
When does Bride of Chucky come?
That is fourth.
That's fourth. Okay.
Yeah.
And
that was after a long break from the third one.
Huge. Yeah, a long one.
Like,
that's why
like a 10-year layoff.
That's
and this is again
when you said fourth.
Yeah, and this one. So I think Bride and Seed were in theaters. Curse and Cult of Chucky went straight to DVD. So this will be the first one in like 22 years it's been in theater. Not counting
COVID, or no?
No.
Okay, gotcha.
Oh, that is not.
Yeah, no, I'll watch. Hey, if you guys want to go do a group watch at the theater, let's do it, man. Yeah. Let's go watch it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I like if you got the guy that's been writing all of them, helming it, like Chucky's going to do his thing, and it's not going to be some bullshit. Like everything's going to be canon that has been done before, which is fun. We don't know if it'll pick up right from the TV series where that leaves off, where there's actually a lot of Chucky dolls roaming around. And I don't want to spoil too much if you haven't watched it, but there's some crazy shit that happens that could lead this franchise in a different direction. But having the writers that know the tone of Chucky and the way he talks, the way he moves, and things like that, it's going to make it where if you're a Chucky fan, it's probably going to be good.
I mean, they have
enjoy it.
A really good opportunity here. Like they're coming off the series, which you say was highly rated, but not a lot of people watched. It's a strong franchise. And this is probably what sold them on making the new movie is like they really have an opportunity here to bring something back that we haven't seen in a while. We haven't seen in a long time, and it could be a good movie. And so they bring back the original guys, and they'll hopefully it is good. It is, and then it's really good, and then it spawns a whole new era of Chucky, which would be fucking awesome.
I'm gonna make an analogy here. Maybe it's like when Dre came out with that song about like they forgot about Dre kind of thing. Let's put some respect on Chucky's name. Like he's been like playing around in the White House and all this shit. Maybe like they wanted like a new group of 14-year-olds to just be like scared of like dolls again or something.
Yeah.
Just something do it again. Do it right.
But good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not Annabelle type. Just like wisecracking asshole doll. you know,
and that's what he is, and that's what he is, man. That's what people
will
like.
Kill you,
Dourif, right? Well, is Dourif signed up to do it again?
Brad Dourif is retired from acting, but has always said he'll come back to do Chucky's voice anytime.
Yeah, I mean, if as long as it's R.
No, it's gonna be.
Fuck yeah! Oh,
if it's 13,
the TV series is like
it's gonna die.
Hard TVMA. There is gore. There's F-bombs. There's a C-bomb.
What did it play on? Where's it stream at?
So it's streaming on Peacock now, but it originally aired, I think, on USA. And that might have been what hurt it, was that it was on cable, and people are cutting the cord in 2022, 23, 24.
Oh yeah, most
people are cutting that cord, so people aren't watching USA. But I'd be curious what the numbers are now that's running on Peacock, because NBC I think owns USA.
We are frequent viewers of Peacock because of all the stuff we watch.
But that's some good.
And I haven't seen a single banner or marquee or advertisement for Chucky, and maybe they're missing an opportunity here.
Maybe.
Charlie, your mic cut out. Did you say you're a big fan of cock?
No. Peacock.
Wow.
Oh,
Peacock.
My bad.
Wow.
Peacock.
I mean, it's okay.
Cuts out on cock.
It's okay. All right.
Always judging.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with. Not that there's anything wrong with that.
Yeah. No, not at all. Horror movie roundup. Horror news roundup. Justin, Charlie, you guys got any other little tidbits you want to talk about?
I would love to do a rapid fire why I'm excited about May, if that works for you guys.
It's gonna be May.
It's gonna be May.
Gotta be
in
May.
a couple days.
That's a dad joke.
I have 7 movies that all sound like movies that I want to watch.
Go.
In May. This May. Well, okay,
Yeah.
the first one is Deep Water, a plane crash. There's sharks and shit. Aaron Eckhart's in it. I mean,
I like Aaron Eckhart.
Right? There's half a plane. The images I've seen have a half a plane and just sharks swimming around and shit. So, might be great. It's going to be crazy.
Right.
Hokum. The next one, maybe.
Oh, Hokum looks so good.
May 1st.
Hokum, writer-director of the indie films Caveat and Oddity, which were both creepy as shit. And once again, this is Neon doing this. They do some good stuff.
Oh, so
Oddities was a shit, yo. Oddity was a shit, yo.
I don't remember what I fired up on television last week to watch with Teddy, but there was a 30-second commercial before it started, and it was an ad for Hokum, which, you know, it was 30 seconds. I'm like, I'll watch it. It's not a full-blown trailer. And Teddy was sitting with me, and the little fucking doll, whatever the creepy thing, the picture that pops up, Teddy did not cry or whine. He was just like, he laughed. He was like, what was that? But he laughed. I'm like, I don't know.
You raised him
what
right.
do you think it is?
That's
he's like,
how you know.
He's like, I don't know. Something scary. But he wasn't like whining. He thought it was funny. I'm like, all right. If you think it's funny, I'll be like, let's watch that funny movie.
Let's watch. Remember that funny movie you like?
Yeah.
Let's watch that. Let's get you in.
Adam Scott has to spread his mom's ashes somewhere in Ireland or something, and just crazy shit happens. Okay. Everybody loves Adam Scott. Everybody loves Oddity Caveat.
Yeah.
Yep.
Obsession.
Yep.
Is coming out middle of the month, May 15th. Has everybody seen that teaser trailer where the guy is sitting in front of like a house and he's got this like candy bar looking thing in his hand and he's on a hotline and he's like, is this real? Will she really love me or whatever? And it's like basically you snap this thing and it grants you a wish. And this thing looks I mean, great teaser trailer from what I can tell with my eyes closed. Yeah. You know what I mean? So there's that. Corporate Retreat. All it says is gory mix between The Menu and Saw, which means I'm in.
Okay.
Right? It looks like a group of like. So there's that. That's also towards the middle of the May 22nd. We have Passenger, May 22nd. This guy witnesses a crazy accident while he's on the road. So it's basically a ghost-filled highway movie, right? So like he's trying to run away from ghosts, but you know,
preach
all that. And then maybe the most exciting one is Backrooms, May 29th.
What is that about?
Backrooms is analog horror from YouTube. You've probably seen things. It's basically there's a space that exists between our reality that you can slip into, like, and it's creepy as shit.
I'm in.
Yeah, it's an A24. It's got the same director that did the YouTube one. So it's like his vision once again. So like I complained about that with the Paramount doing the Longlegs, but give this guy a little bit of money to do some tricks and stuff.
Is it the team that did like was it Channel 58 or something? Those YouTube videos?
It might be, but on YouTube, just look at Backrooms.
Exactly what it's called.
Kane Pixels is the director. James Wan is producing the movie for A24, but May's gonna be the bomb, yo.
I'm for it, and I know I've talked to Justin about this. We have done it, Mike. You have never joined us. Father's Day Eve. So Father's Day is like for your family. Father's Day Eve is a thing that I started where like I get to do whatever I want, which is the Saturday before Father's Day, which I think this year is like the 21st or something like that, where I just go and watch movies all day long. And my record is, I think, 7 movies in one day.
Wow.
And the tough part is having a good selection by
good
Father's
schedule,
Day. Right?
Going to the theater.
Yes.
Okay. Like you got a pre-packed food, Mike. There's a whole strategy. I'll brief you later. But if these movies could stay till June 21st or June 20th, Father's Day Eve, I mean, That would be a golden year.
Mary Marie, did you hear that? Did you hear that, Mary Marie?
So
I mean, like the one year I did like the first movie started at like 9 or like 10:15 or something, and the last movie was like 11:45. So it's a marathon, guys.
Yeah. We did it one time.
One theater or bouncing around?
Yeah, I think we did. Well,
when we had the second run theater, that was great because they would have the movies that would be held over. You know, that had already cleared out of the big theater that we all know of.
Yeah.
And so then we would go back and forth. The year that you and I did it, Justin, didn't we go back to the older theater?
We may have. There were two problems with the year that
and we did Hawaiian Bros or something like that.
We did Hawaiian
like
Bros
10:30. Yeah,
we did. So you're at the mercy of what's out in theaters too, right? Like we watched.
Fortunately,
we watched Flash and whatever stupid ass Transformers movie was out.
Oh, it was horrible.
So we were stuck with those two.
The one with the ape.
Dude, I don't even know.
It was horrible, man. It was
I try
bad.
not to think about it. And so the worst part is a lot of these movies use the exact same commercials and trailers beforehand. So like you're watching a freaking Chevy commercial 6 times in a row, and you just want to like not in a row, but you know,
you don't want to buy Chevy anymore. That's for goddamn sure.
And you get the stupid Marcus guy. Well, no, Greg, you're not stupid. Just
oh, we love
after watching 20 minutes of trailers, then Greg comes on with his commercial or whatever. We have to watch that 6 times in one day. That's a tough one, right there.
But anyway,
sounds like watching basketball during March Madness when you're streaming it. And they play the same
Mike,
John Hamm BetMGM commercial 17 times an hour.
This could be our year, guys.
Could be.
We could do it.
Well, I tell you what, May needs to be a banger for horror because I don't think the year has been a banger yet. I think.
What are you talking about?
Ready
or Not?
Top rope.
Well, that's
Iron Lung.
Listen. Hold on. Don't
the Mummy yet. Scream 7.
Hold on.
They Will Kill You, which I do want to see.
Listen to me.
Listen,
Linda.
Send Help was very highly regarded, critically acclaimed, very well.
Yeah,
I haven't seen it yet. Other than that, I was very excited for Psycho Killer. Haven't seen it yet. Have heard it's dog shit. Haven't seen Scream 7 yet. Has heard it sucked. Haven't seen The Bride yet. Have heard it sucked.
You were jazzed about The Bride too. I
was.
feel bad for that.
And I have not heard anything one way or the other about They Will Kill You. The Mummy, I think, is getting some love. Ready or Not 2, I think people like. But there's been some big movies with some big people that have not lived up to expectations.
Agreed.
You know, I think the only 2026 one I've watched so far, because it went to streaming, for all of you that are listening, I have to wait for stuff to stream usually because going to the movies with littles doesn't happen very often. So Primate was streaming. I watched that one.
How was it?
Where's the Primate? I need to watch that. Streaming. Sorry.
I can't remember, but it's out there.
Is it good?
It's fine. It's fine. It's exactly what you think it is. Okay.
Yeah.
There's no twist. There's no like reveal.
Well, there's probably arms being twisted off.
Just stay away from the killer chimp in the pool.
It's better than Cocaine Bear. I'll put it that way.
No.
You bite your tongue.
You bite your tongue. Blasphemy. Cocaine Bear was the shit.
When they dragged that park ranger along the freaking...
When people climb the trees and are like, we're safe from the bears, and the fucking bear goes up and eats you.
Okay.
Anyway,
well, I hope May is a big month. I hope some of those are hits.
Yeah,
for sure. We've already gone longer than we thought we would on this episode, guys. But it's a lot of good news.
It is.
There's a new Insidious movie coming out in August. Ice Cream Man. Don't know much about it. August.
Ice Cream Man is Eli Roth project.
Evil Dead Burn.
I'm excited
July.
For that. Disclosure Day, if that leans horror, that comes out in June. Steven Spielberg's new flick. We're excited for that.
Hopefully, fingers crossed, it's a good year for horror. I mean, we keep getting. There's a lot of stuff that comes out every year. Seems
plenty
like.
Of year left.
Really decent, but I mean, like a big year is frosting on frosting on the cake. I mean, it's just like, oh, I love it so much. And we always remember it. And with the weapons, the Longlegs, the prequels coming out where like I've said it before, like I can't say it enough. Like the fact that I don't know what's gonna happen makes it even better for me. Agreed. Was that a cat that just crawled behind you?
Yeah, my cat's chilling with me on this Zoom. We're zooming. We're zooming,
guys.
You can tell by the audio.
Right.
All right. Well, guys, that was horror in the news and things we're excited about coming up. Thank you for listening to the All Guts So Gory podcast. If you like what we do here, best thing you can do for us is rate and review wherever you listen to your pods. Tell your friends to listen. If they like it, they can rate and review as well. And if you drop us some fan mail, if you give us a good review and maybe request a movie that we haven't done yet, maybe we'll do it for you. We'll see.
We got one of those coming up.
We do have one of those coming up. Follow us on the gram at allgutssogorypod. There's a link in the show notes for you to drop us some fan mail. And yeah, that's about it.
We got one more movie from May. It's called Pitfall.
Like the video game?
Yeah, like the video game. It says it's Friday the 13th and 127 hours mixed together. I'm like, what the hell?
I hate it already.
It says the violence is intense, gory, and brutal, so it fits right into our stuff. So Pitfall, May 29th, too.
Okay. Is that a Tubi exclusive?
It might be.
Hopefully.
It might be.
I don't mind a free. I'll watch commercials if it's a free good horror movie.
I guess it made its rounds at the Screamfest Film Festival in October. So it's been making its rounds, I guess. Yeah.
Rounds are made.
All right, now you can take us out.
All right. For Justin and Charlie, I'm Mike. This is All Guts So Gory. Andy, take us home.
This is the friend.